Hello.
We're doing another question and answer this week, simply because everyone seemed to like the one we did last week.
Yes.
So, first of all, thank you for all your lovely comments on last week's Q&A. You're a nosy bunch, aren't you? You really are. So anyway, thank you. We're going to answer a few more today, aren't we?
We are, yep.
Yep. So, the first one is from Craig Ponting. He says, have we got any plans to do any merchandise?
Yes.
What did we forget to bring with us? A sticker. We do have stickers.
Yeah.
Graham will put a picture of a sticker up for you. We do have stickers, but we tend to give those away, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We sort of gift them. We haven't actually gone down the route of mass producing mugs or T-shirts or sweatshirts.
No, it's not something we've really wanted to do. I mean, we've got our own T-shirts with Wizard on the Wild on.
Yeah,
Wizard in the Wild on, but it's not. You know, we're not John and Mandy.
No, it seems like there'd be a lot of admin. I know you can pay companies, but to be honest with you, it seems like quite a lot of stress to put it together. There is one thing though that I'm thinking of actually producing little artworks, which I haven't got any to show you today, but I'm really into felting wool and also little like paintings. So watch this space, because they will be of places that we've visited in Merlin. So if you're interested in seeing some artwork that would be for sale, that we can do on an individual basis, do comment. I'd like to know whether you think...
You were thinking about maybe doing people's motorhomes or vans.
Yeah, I have thought of doing I have thought of doing that as well, or also cards that you can send to other people, like Christmas cards type thing. So any ideas that you've got, please feed them back to me and I'll have a think about what you say. Your input would be greatly valued. So that was a good question from Craig, wasn't it, really? Yeah. So yeah, no plans at the moment, but again, if you think, oh, I'd love a Wizard in the Wild mug, if enough of you say, oh yeah, I'd really like that, we may need to think about getting
We had a few
made
made right at the beginning, didn't we? Our friend Paula's got them.
Yeah, and Tony, and we've got a couple at home, but we literally had 4 done just for a bit of fun, really. But if you think, oh yeah, do you know what, my life will be complete with a Wizard in the Wild mug, just let us know. I mean, in a way, this is kind of your channel as well. Your feedback is what helps us decide certain directions, especially that sort of direction. So that would be good. So thanks for that question, Craig. That was brilliant. Right, next question. Leslie Carley, your question was really interesting, actually. You said, what cameras and equipment do you use for filming, obviously, and any advice on taking videos and software? Yeah. I normally do still photography. Now that is a massive, massive subject, and there are a lot of people out there who know a lot more than we do. We're sort of learning, self-taught as we go along, with help and support from other YouTubers, which so we're not experts by any stretch. But in terms of the equipment, I'll get Graham to say a bit more in a minute, we tend to keep it as simple as possible. We seem to have been through most things that you can use for filming vlogs. I, for example, just use an iPhone, and I'm more than happy with that. I have tried, what was that, Pocket 2?
DJI Pocket.
Yeah, and I just couldn't get on with it because I like to see what I'm filming and the screen's really tiny, for example. But you might have brilliant eyesight, so that might work for you. Yeah. But I have to see what I'm filming, so the iPhone works really well for me, and I film in the highest resolution that I can so that the quality is as good as it can be for the vlogs. Yeah. And in terms of sound, we use, what are they called, Rode mics. We each have a pair of Rode mics.
That's what this is.
Yeah. That seems to be the best way of getting fairly decent sound reasonably consistently. Yeah. So that's my setup, which is as simple as it can be. In terms of what you use, Graham, perhaps you'd like to...
Well, the main camera here that I'm pointing at is a GoPro 11, and that one there that I'm pointing at is a GoPro 7. It's nice to get at least 2 different views on things so we can cut backwards and forwards. I also use the DJI Mini 2 drone, and I use my own iPhone on occasions. you know, if we're out somewhere and I haven't taken the GoPro with me.
And what sort of software do you use? Because Graham tends to manage the software. I'm just
Well, I use Filmora 12. It's probably not the best. The Adobe one is probably the best, but a steep learning curve. Once you've learned how to use a piece of software, I tend to try and stick with it. Sometimes there might be some inadequacies in it, but Filmora is pretty good. And the license every year is only about £40. So I don't think that was too bad.
Regarding taking videos, like making, I presume you mean creating content to put on YouTube in the way that we do, i.e. having a YouTube channel, that's really very much trial and error. I think the thing is to keep your vlogs as interesting as possible. I know that sounds really obvious, it's such a big topic, and there are, as I say, there are experts out there on YouTube who can actually tell you some really good ways of producing vlogs. But the first priority for us is that we should enjoy what we produce. Yeah. So thanks for that question, Leslie. That was a really interesting one, a massive, massive question as well.
We probably haven't been much help with that.
No, but you know, it is trial and error, and you don't want to spend too much if you can avoid it. So in its simplest form, good sound. Good sound is the most important, actually. Sometimes you can hide a multitude of sins if you've got dodgy filming, but if your sound's rubbish, then people won't be able to understand what's going on. So fundamentally,
actually the sound is probably more important than the video in many respects, isn't it?
We had I don't know if you saw it, but we had a programme on Channel 5 quite recently, and we were very lucky that a guy came around, an actual proper cameraman came round.
Producer, wasn't he?
He was a producer, he came round to film us at our house. And he said that to us, didn't he? He said, sound is the most important thing. He said, we can work with images
because you can always
perfect.
put different images, B-roll. You can always fill video with loads of different things.
Yeah, but you cannot recreate sound very easily. And that sort of stuck with us. So that was one of the, it's 3 things, isn't it, really? Keep it snappy, enjoy what you do, and make sure your sound's good. So they're the 3 things. And
by the way, we're not saying that we always get it right. We know we don't.
Oh no, we do some turkeys, don't we, between?
Yes, most of them they don't see, but
I don't know, a few get out, a few turkeys escape.
I always remember, this might interest some people, but when COVID was on, I did a vlog about doing the bed in Merlin, and I went to B&Q to get some bits and pieces, and I forgot to turn my microphones on, and the whole thing was no sound at all. But I was easily able to dub it because I was wearing a COVID mask. Right, here we are. Other DIY stores are available. Let's get this on the trolley and get out of here. The actual lip sync wasn't that difficult, so I just voiced it over, and
people still didn't recognise it at the time, did they?
I was using an electric drill in there, and the sound for that was your whisk, wasn't it?
Yeah, the food mixer.
Letting all the secrets out now.
We are, but you have to. The sound, start with good sound, and the rest will follow. I'm sure if you're a photographer and you love it, that bit will be easy for you. And do share some of your stuff, you know. If you get a YouTube channel together, make sure you post on our Facebook page so we can promote you a little bit, because we'd love to see some of what you do, you know. So thanks for that question. That was brilliant. Thank you, Leslie. Right, on to Cheryl Dyer's question, which is one for me, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not specifically Merlin related, but she says she's got...
I'm not sure if it's still a question, really, because I think she posted that question when she was trying to buy that.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. Sorry, read the question.
Yeah. Just to sort of, well, I like to mention my trike, actually. So I'm going to mention it. Basically, I have trouble balancing now, health issues, and so we bought a really hefty trike, and in the olden days when we had our motorhome, we used to be able to take it out.
Could fit him in the garage under the bed, couldn't we?
That's it. But now we can't take it with Merlin, so we're going to have to sort of save up and try and get a trailer and a tow bar fitted to the van so that we can take my trike away. I'm really missing it actually. We can only ride around locally. I will get Graham to show a bit of footage, but Cheryl was having issues with using her trike that she bought, and I think she's got it sussed now, but they can be devilishly difficult to ride. I ended up the first day in tears.
Yeah.
You know, crying my eyes out because I thought we just spent a lot of money on something I couldn't use. But you can get foldable ones, can't you? Portable ones that you can put in your van. So if anyone's got any trike related questions, I'm your person.
The problem with a trike is that with an ordinary bike, you lean it left and right. With a trike, you can't do that. You can steer it left and right, but because you've got two wide wheels at the back, you can't lean it. And the whole riding a bike experience is totally different on a trike.
It's nothing like a trike, yeah. And picking your route through things, it sort of throws you around quite a lot.
I mean, I've got quite a nice mountain bike. You know, I can ride it anywhere, but if I jump onto Ellie's trike, it's not easy. I really find it a lot harder.
But the advantage is, not only do we have a basket at the back for Maya and Luna, we also have a bag at the front for Jazz. So it's an e-trike, I should say, and I can take them all out, which has got to be, you know, fantastic, really. They love it, don't they? The girls absolutely love it.
So how are you doing, Jazz? You enjoying it? You seem to be.
Luna looks like she wants to go in the front basket. So this question, just indulge me, is a perfect excuse for a little bit of dog footage, okay? Let's cut to the chase. That's why that question's in here. So thanks for that, Cheryl, and I hope you're getting on all right with your trike. So thanks very much for watching. Hope those questions have piqued a little bit of interest. If you need further information on any of the topics we've covered, just send us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, that's about it for this one.
Yeah. And if you've got any more questions, it's not too late. You can, if you enter them at the bottom of this, or if you just enter them on the comments on this video, we'll pick up on that and add them to the list.
We have a list. It's a sort of rolling list where we're trying to work through the first ones first, and as the other ones come in, we're putting them to the back. That's kind of our sort of system that we're using, and we love your questions. I mean, they tax us a bit, don't they? But we love it. Yeah, makes us think. So thank you.
Good night.